Well, temporally appropriate greetings, my most excellent friends. It's a little bit weird today. I've got the I've got my mic routed through, right, all the audio routed through my mic, so I can hear myself speaking, which I haven't been able to do in a long time. So it might be a learning curve again today, but it is good to see you all. It is good to have you in. Welcome in, Sammy. Welcome in, Blake. Hope we're all having a peachy keen kind of day. It is Wednesday, my dudes, and we know that on Wednesdays we got to go a Viking. So yeah, we are going to do Assassin's Creed today. It's going to be a good day. We might do a little bit of Pokemon later on. We'll see. I am excited to be here. We are Twitch says at 410 followers out of our 420. Nice. I don't know why this is lying, but Twitch says it's 410, so I guess maybe it hasn't updated or something. No off-stream follows, so I think somebody might have gotten unbanned. So you know how it is. All right, the result of the poll is in. We want to go to Scotland today. I am 100% cool with that, right? Going to Isle of Skye. It's going to be a little bittersweet for us this morning because that's where we're going on our honeymoon. We were supposed to have been there in December, but it didn't happen. We went to Canada instead. But we're still going to go to Isle of Skye at some point. And today, in the game, that's where we're going to go. So welcome in, everybody. It is good to see y'all. I'm excited for today. I think it's going to be a good day. I'm excited to go to Isle of Skye and see what's up there. I think that means we're going to be hanging out with Cassie, potentially fighting Cassie. Now you get to go be a Viking there. I know. Like, we really wanted to go. We wanted to go to Scarbray. We wanted to go to Highland. Well, we were going to stay. I mean, the island's tiny. We were going to stay in the island. We were going to go to Scarbray and do Viking things. We were going to go to Highland Park, which is my favoriteest of whiskeys. I don't know. I like Glenmorangie a lot, right? Like, Glenmorangie and Highland Park are like neck and neck at this point. One of my good friends bought me a 21-year-old bottle of Highland Park for our wedding. Shout outs to Newman. I think Newman's been on stream before, actually. So there we go. Owl House Season 2 finally dropped and you're happy. I haven't watched Owl House. I think that's one, I've gotten several recommendations for that. So I'm going to have to check that one out. But yeah, I think that's probably enough palaver. Our poll came in. Let me put my glasses on. The lights are kind of this morning. I am sorry about Monday. I just had too much actual work to do. Instead of a LurknWork, I actually had to work. We might have a couple more of those coming up. I do have to write my paper, although I might. This could be kind of fun. I might be on stream since a lot of y'all watched me play the game. Watched me play Disco Elysium, which, as I told you, that the paper is going to be in a book. So it's going to be a book chapter. But I might actually write some on stream, right? Do a LurknWork with y'all, have it pulled up, let y'all watch the writing process, the research process. Probably won't be super engaging stuff, but we can try that out. But today, we're going to be Vikings because we prefer being Vikings. All right, when all else fails, go a Viking. Let's take the music out. And right, we are going to switch quests. Right now, I think we were set up to go to Ireland. Instead, let's go to Skye. And then maybe we'll go back to Ireland. I do want to do the Aesir stuff, right? The god stuff, drink the potion and all that jazz. But we'll do that another day. So what is Owl House? I know it. The one thing I do know about it is it's kind of super gay, but not in a bad way. Like, I'm not opposed to super gay shows. I grew up around a lot of gay people. My godfather's gay. Like, I'm cool with it, right? I'm a libertarian. I'm cool with it. I just, not personally that way. I know we over-index in my stream for it. And I love you all. Love you, Sammy. Love you, Player. I don't know what the show's about, right? Like, I like a good story as well. Right. So if it's got a good story, then I'm 100% on board. All right. Let's figure out what skill we want to work towards as well. What we got here? We got last chance healing, grit, gain less health and landing. Oh man, I think that might be something I want to get towards. Is grit. Survival instinct doesn't sound bad either. I can actually pick up survival instinct with my next one, so that's good. All right, let's. Oh, I'm already here. Never mind. No need to fast travel. Gravity Falls meets Harry Potter with a large dash of the macabre. That doesn't sound bad. That definitely does sound like something up my alley. I could probably convince Mars to watch that with me. Is it just me, or does every time your girl fast travel, she gets drunk on the other end? I don't know if that's a glitch, if that's just part of it, right? The way that she fast travels is the way that we time travel in real life. We just get hammered and forget that we traveled, right? That's how we teleport and time travel in real life. Also, I'm not gonna lie, I am totally spoiled playing this on the PS5 at home. The PS4, right, with the third. I don't have a problem with 30 FPS. 30 FPS is great. I'm really looking forward to Steam Deck. Now that the first level of embargo is done with that, I am very glad I have a pre-order in on it. And I know that's going to be a 30 FPS machine. But I am spoiled with the load times. Like, the load times definitely got me spoiled. And even worse than that, 60 FPS. Although I will definitely trade 60 FPS for fast load times. I will trade that every time. I've become spoiled. I got to get I have to buy an M.2 for my gaming PC at home. I'm getting real tired of long load times on PC. So yeah, that might be. I've got some like house stuff I need to get with my tax refund, but that might be on the list as well. Or maybe y'all's generous donations from the stream, from the thon, might get me an M.2. We'll see. Row our boat gently around the sea. Go into the Isle of Skye, where they make the good whiskey. Wait, is my camera not correct? I think my camera might be inaccurate here. Right? The opposite of the way I like it. But I can totally be down for. Also, I need to watch Gravity Falls. Like, so I think Gravity Falls is like family-friendly Rick and Morty. Might be the way of putting it. I am live. There we go. I've got my live dashboard. Like, I want my dashboard. Ah, there it is. Okie doke. I hope everyone's having a great Wednesday. It is Wednesday, my dudes. We do like a good Wednesday around here. It's weird. Wednesday is one of the days I actually really like. The class I teach on Monday and Wednesday, I love that class. And I get to hang out with y'all. It's my big office hours day. And then I've got, Wednesday I have choir rehearsal, which theoretically could suck, but lets me see my friends, lets me sing. I like singing a lot. Kind of missed not being able to sing regularly in the pandemic. I kind of like Wednesdays. On the other hand, I gotta go pick my mom up from the airport tonight. After my bedtime. Maybe I can convince Mars to go do that for me. Although, she's got stuff she's got to get done too. She's been working the night shift lately. Getting stuff done. She works better at night. And as y'all know, me at night, I am like a reverse vampire.
Any idea why I should go first?
Investigate Kiltaraglan.
Kiltaraglan.
It's where complaints of nightmares began. My hut is there too. If
Alright,
you need to find me.
I've completely lost my ability to pull off a decent Scottish accent. I used to have a really great one. And now I haven't been in 4 years. And it's gone. Alright. A fated encounter. We're at Brothers Point. I gotta re-up. Need to re-up. They also introduced a non-binary character. nice. Hey, I am all for everyone living their own truth. If I thought I could legitimately get away with it, and society would let me do it, I would pretty much exclusively wear kilts everywhere. But I can only get away with it every so often. It's just my preferred mode of dress. Like a kilt and a hoodie everywhere. That would be my truth. Like a modern day Scottish assassin. A kilt and a hoodie. Let's sink and get a little map. A little love to the map here. Old Man of Store. I'm going there at some point. It's on my list. That was like already legitimately on the travel list, was the Old Man of Store. I want to open them. I just want to unlock the map so I can see the map. I can see all the places that I want to go. Oh, poop. I'm on the wrong one. Ow. I got us an extra rations last time we played. I'm sorry about not being able to stream on Saturday as well, but Mars's flight got in at 4 a.m. It was supposed to get in originally at 10. And then that got delayed. Then they switched her to another flight, and that was supposed to get in at 11, but in New Orleans, which is an hour from where I live. And then that flight got delayed to 2:30, and I didn't get home till 4. So that was a mess. There was no way I could stream on Saturday morning unless I just stayed up and did I thought about just, when that thing kept getting pushed back, I was like, I should have just streamed all damn day. I should have just done an impromptu 12-hour stream. It is what it is. All right, let's check out this map. Oh god, yes. Isle of Skye. Is there another region down there that I can't go to? Inverarish, Brothers Cave. Alright, so we're in the northern part of Isle of Skye. So Stornoway? Stornoway there? Yeah, I think Stornoway is over here. Alright. And that means that Highland Park gets built over here. Scarbray is over here. Okay, yeah, alright. I know where I am. Down here, right? If you go to the further south, that's where the ferry picks you up. Got it. I know where I am. I know where I am, chat. Whee! Alright, so one heavy hit goes for a big swing, a short hit there. Okay. Still trying to figure out the scythe here. Man of Sword. God, it's beautiful. My soul, y'all. My soul. Like, while the majority of my Scottish heritage comes from the proper Highlands. So, like, I'm trying to think of the town you might know. Kingussie. Right, it comes from Kingussie, so kind of most of the way up to Inverness. Aviemore, that area. I do have a good chunk that's actually from Skye. My heritage is Scottish Viking, so for me, Skye is the ground upon which my ancestors trod. It's like the one part of Scotland I really haven't been to yet. Well, I haven't been to a lot of the other islands, the Hebrides and like Mull, Isla. I gotta go to Isla. You know your boy gotta go to Isla. But Skye is like #1 on my list of where to go. When me and Mars were trying to plan the honeymoon, I told her, all right, we can go to one island. Pick which island you want to go to. And she says to me, she wants to go to Skye. And I'm like, Like, I'd have been cool with Isla. I'd have been cool with Mull. I'd have been cool with Iona. I do want to go out to Iona one day. But Sky is number one on the list.
Are you all right? I'm
Not
here
only
too.
because it has my
Bring
favorite.
ruin to us all.
Not only because it has Scar Bray and the Viking
It's a
stuff.
dream.
That's also where one of my favorite scotches is from. And to get to it, I have to go by where favorite scotch is.
They seem bad here.
So, gotta love it. Gotta love it, Chad. On the other hand, it got so bad with me going to Glenmorangie, they knew my name, like on site, not like looking at the reservations, but like literally, I would get there and they're like, "Oh, Dr. Gillia back." Yep. Your boy's back. He brought students. He brought old people. Your boy's back. Whatever that is, I want it. Opal. Are those my riches? Is an opal. Let's do a link and smash everything. I do have to say that long streaming has definitely prepared my voice to be able to go for 4.5 hours on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So streaming right before I go teach on Tuesdays and on Mondays and Wednesdays, like, just keeps my voice in practice. It's a good thing. And I appreciate you. Appreciate you all. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. Hope Wednesday has been treating you well, my dudes. My most excellent friends. I know Blake's got a big LurknWork going on. Sammy's done with work for the day. Hope work went well. What are you doing again, Sam? You working on, I think you're working in a lab? Riding training. What can I train? Can make the horsey swim. More stamina, more health. I haven't really had a health on the horse issue. Let's give him more stamina.
Your horse will thank you for being a more skilled rider.
Peak stamina. Faster swimming horsey. You know what? Let's just. My horses is all trained.
Leaving already?
Thanks, buddy. Getting pretty horses. Prudence. It's Gluttony. Lamriel. Abelard. Librit. Gringolet. Pasland. Wrath. Possible. Look at that good boy. Look at that good boy. Oh, I think we need that good. Chat. I think we need this good boy. Yes, I know I just spent all of my money on horse stuff. But look at it. Look at how amazing this blood, you know, right? What is it? It's Du Songland. Right, it's like black. I don't know what Songland would be. It's like, I think black bloodletter, maybe.
Until next we...
Oh, yes.
I must take my leave.
Yeah, we're definitely switching to that horsey. If I can figure out how to switch to that horsey. Everyone's tossing and turning all night. What's this? Play dead. I don't know if I want to play dead. It's a fast arrow. Shoot through stuff is nice. Mark of Death. Volley of arrows. Should I go fast shots? I don't know. Irrelevant. We must equip the horsey. But how equip horsey? How equip best boy? Which one did we get? Which horsey's coming at us? It's not the one I want. Like, you are a fine boy, but I want my favorite horse. Somebody to talk to. Talked to them already. What's it say? Alright, we auto loot now. I'll be investigating.
What can I get for you?
That's a good question. What do you have for us today, good lady? What sort of Scottish wares do you have for me? Let's sell all of the crap.
Happy to take this off your hands. This could help you in your travels.
Nope.
You would look very powerful with that.
Buttons. Rune of force. Shell rune. Tactics. Cosmetics.
You would look very striking with this.
Ooh, these are nice cosmetics. But what does Thor do with that goat? The world may never know.
Nothing else? I'm off. Be well,
Be
friend.
well, friend. Mein Freund. Okay. I always end up crouching because I get impatient with the with the conversation with shopkeeps, and I just try to mash. I was going to say mash B. I guess mash circle to get through it. Maybe not what we should do. So in class today, we're going to talk about space law. We've been talking about space law. We looked at the Outer Space Treaty from 1967 last class. Today, we're going to look at all the other space treaties, including the failed Moon Treaty, which is, of course, a failure for a variety of reasons, including, but not limited to, the fact that the actual people that can go to space never signed it. Okay. Can I shoot it down? I cannot. Must climb. No, must move. Item? Can I move this over there? Can I get it from the back of a horse? How do we get there? I'm gonna jump at it from over here. Innovative ways to grab that key. Well, that didn't really do it. Can't exactly climb the tree. I don't know. Screwing around on settlements in Sky. Sky settlements screw around-ery. would like to do IRL. Boop. I'm gonna need a key to get into that. Or not. Yeah, it's locked. Okay. Alright, how do I get that key down? How far can I move this? And in which directions will it move? Over here. Brute force. No, damn it, Eivor. That's not what we were looking for here. Damn it, Eivor. There we go. Now let's go get those. Give me the cash. That was so back when I was playing World of Warcraft. My bank alt, that would live right by the bank that I would give stuff to. His name is Give me the cash. Little gnome. Actually, it might have been a goblin by the end of it. I think when I did when I transferred accounts, right, I changed over to Horde. Started off as Alliance because we know that they're real bad guys. And I went Horde. Which, as we all know, the Horde are the best. Oh, yeah. End up with a goblin named Give me the cash. Another one of my favorites was EU bred raptors. That was my, I almost became U-bred raptors on Twitch if it hadn't been previously taken. Come on, go get it. You can get it. Eivor, I believe in you. Go get it. Go get it. Tattoo. Cool. Alright. Oh, she's having a bad dream. There we go. You found out that the Switch only has its cloud servers in the US. So you're surprised you can't... I mean, people in the US can't get it to run. I've heard that Kingdom Hearts on the Switch is a bad deal.
Find the warrior woman with the braid.
A warrior?
At a church, northwest.
I will just continue to play it on PlayStation. Thank you very much. Warrior with the braid. I mean, technically, I'm a warrior with a braid. The door is blocked. Can I shoot it from the other side? I think I can. Extremely slow connection. That's cloud gaming for it. Yeah. I mean, I don't hate cloud gaming inherently. The idea is great. Works well a good bit of the time. But like any sort of network hiccup is just gonna bury you. Should be able to hit it from over here, right? Oh, it's not on this thing. From there. Although I do have a gut feeling I'm going to be forced to buy Cyberpunk and Immortals, but I would like to continue playing them. I got a bad feeling about Stadia.
You, what can you tell me about the nightmares everyone is having?
Tell you? Tell you? I don't need to tell you about them. They will come for you soon enough.
He's having a bad time.
spread like a plague, worse than a plague.
Maybe you should stay in
sickening
your little hut there,
mind.
bud. Maybe you should stay in your hut. You seem to be having a bad time. Maybe you need a timeout. Now, how do I switch horses? Like, which horse gets called? I really would like to change my horse. Please and thank you. Maybe in my bag. Is it in my bag? Bet it's in my bag. Ooh, it's a nice tattoo. Nope, it's not in my bag. Ooh, the blunt rune. The blunt rune. Forget the camera's over there now. The camera's on the other side here, where it used to be back home. Okay. What else did I not see in my bag? Why not? But everything, you know, can't mark everything as seen. Game being funky, chat. Game being funky. How do I change my horse out? Sammy, do you know how to change my horse? Chat, do you know how to change my horse? I just bought a fancy horse. I would like to use my fancy horse. Is it in the store? Owned maybe? I don't think that's it. So at home, they are clearly installing fiber optics in the neighborhood. And I got a hang tag on my gate the other day. It's like, hey, fiber optics coming. I'm like, I think I already have it. Like, I did a speed test and I like went to my service provider and was looking. I was like, I think I already have that of which you speak. Can I go faster? Could I get 5 gigs? I don't think it would be worth it to get 5 gigs. Like, I can upload with a gig. I get a gig up. And somewhere between 600 and a gig down. Like, I can't do any better than that. And I usually run with a VPN, so it's like, I'm doing 200 at best. So, like, I don't know what you want from me, service provider. I am spoiled.
Strange. Olga did say her vision was
Cursed church.
Was she seeing Ranvi in this
This is a
orb?
cursed church,
In
it
a
does.
graveyard. Or as Olga put it, a scene,
It's a scene
of death.
of death. Careful, loves. Things are a wee bit off here at this church. This kirk. A wee bit off. Did Samantha tell me that there's a new season of Owl House out? Is that what you're looking for, Blair? Also, temporally appropriate greetings, my most excellent friend.
Olga was right. Ranvi!
Oh, no, something new. Something different. It's Cassandra!
No,
Hey, girl. What's up, girl?
Cassandra.
Oh, she got a big ol' axe. Mavor.
And you are?
Let's fight with big axes.
Opponent.
All right. They're gonna fight. And they're gonna do something else that starts with an F. This is a crossover episode. Oh, you got the official email. Nice. Well, that is truly excellent, Blair. I'm glad you got it official. Going to work. You better work, bitch.
So is this
not.
Randvi good with an axe?
She is. Much better than you.
Ah, I prefer a spear.
Nifty. Start on the 19th. That's excellent. Get that
You
bread.
favor other weapons too. Where did you get that blade?
I guess they don't want us to actually fight Cassandra in game because, you know. Fun. Yeah, 10 days. That's a good countdown. Getting to work. Getting to work is not bad. It is in fact good. Kunai. They're totally gonna smash.
Looks like there are some things to talk about.
Oh, you can do product research.
Fine,
Nice.
if we must.
Get to try out all the new fun stuff.
So, opponent, do you have a name?
Eivor, I take it you're one of the hidden ones.
Not exactly.
Not exactly. But
Admire
I
your
admire
work.
their work.
If you're not going to talk straight, let's go back to fighting.
I'm not a hidden one,
Research.
but I have friends that are. And often my goals align with theirs. I
Yeah, more or
assume the
less.
same is true for you.
Yes,
They're
I've
my
made
homies.
friends with the hidden ones, and I agree with their goals.
And perhaps we might have more in common than we thought.
You haven't told me why you're here.
Where
After
exactly?
coming all the way from
Mostly Greece.
where?
I've traveled so much, it's been a long time since I've been from somewhere. But the Greek world was my home. Long ago.
So basically what you're saying is
I
that
came here looking for
Cassandra
an ancient
is
artifact.
actually
causing this island a great deal
Kratos.
of trouble.
You mean the nightmares? A seer told me that the person I'd find amidst death on this island was causing them.
The same one that mistook me for someone
maybe you
named
need a
Randvi.
maybe you need
Maybe
better
your
intel.
seer is having an off day.
Disney does have interesting things.
You're telling me you're not responsible for all these bodies?
I watched these people tear each other apart out of madness and lack of sleep. It's the artifact I'm looking for causing all this. Normally, I'd be quick to track it down, but this fog is making
Difficult.
things difficult.
Nay.
Almost
Impossible.
impossible.
If you're so easily blocked by a curse, how do you expect to deal with the realm of spirits and dreams?
Curse.
Well, then I guess we're going to have to work together in this
You
here
know the
crossover
secrets of this
episode.
land well, then.
Do you hear something?
No, no. Listen. Something tells me we should work together.
Purchasing
And what
power.
exactly is telling you
Bill you
that?
something to your check,
The
you get a
obvious.
Series S and a weekly deductible.
You want to stop the
It's
nightmares.
about $10. Hey,
I want the artifact causing
that's
them.
not
Get
bad.
rid of this fog so we
Purchase
can
it
find
from the company store.
After such a strange encounter, I'm really meant to
Just
believe
don't go
you're not
too
causing
crazy.
the
Remember to get some
nightmares.
savings.
Swear to you,
Pay
I
yourself
am here
first.
to stop them.
Pay yourself long term first. But also don't be afraid to, like, as soon as you
We
get
can
your first
work
paycheck,
together.
make one big purchase. Like, it's just inevitable.
Now,
Like, balance in all things. Destroy the curse symbol to unfog the area. Oh, that's weird. But how long does that payment plan last? That's also an important thing to know.
Give me a hand with
Of course.
Wait a year to be full time. I mean,
You're quite strong.
You should know. I had you cornered in that fight just moments
I mean
ago.
that does seem fair.
And an even stronger ego to match. Not
We
surprising.
need to blow that up. We need our explosives. Oh, so a year to... So it's a 12-month thing. Okay. And I'm sure that's, zero interest since they're just taking a cut out of your paycheck. So that's not... I mean, do the math on that. Make sure it's all right. But it seems like that would check out. Not be a bad idea. Bad deal. Just don't want to end up as an indentured servant. I do need to get down there. Maybe part-time going to college, which you can't do. Well, right? That means you're investing in yourself and your future. Right? Especially if they are paying for your education, like, you make that deal. You make that deal. It's a good deal to make. Anything need oh, no, I don't need explosives. I need... Drop that. Invest in your future. Acquire skills and credentials. That's not creepy at all.
What an interesting church. In all my travels, I've never seen one quite like this.
I mean,
Are you here to see the
Dos.
sights or get rid of this fog?
I have to take in what I can. It's not as if I plan to stay long.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with seeing the sights and doing good deeds. Like do both. Like, have fun and learn at the same time. You can do both things. That looks like a bad time. Purge. Okay, get this over here. Haha. Too fast for you. Where do the explosives need to go? Need to go right here. Wait, don't set ourselves on fire. Cassandra, help me, I'm on fire. Invest in your future, acquire skills for fun and profit. Depending on the terms that you can get,
Damn, troll magic.
right? Financing a car is not necessarily a
Nice
bad
work.
idea. Like, I know that's
is
counter
fading.
to what a lot of old wisdom
It'll
would
be much
say.
easier to find the artifact
But interest
now.
rates are currently real low,
Glad I
like
let you
real
tag
low.
along there.
And if you can get like under
Getting on my
3%
nerves, you know.
These close quarters probably won't help.
interest,
Let's find a way out.
it's not a bad idea. Especially if you need it to do the things you got to get done. Like, financing is not necessarily a bad idea. Like, it really took me until I bought the car that I have now to understand that. All growing up, like, I never bought, like, my parents never had. Dodge has 0% APR. You need to look more specifically into those terms, right? Because the 0% APR, you might not qualify for that. Like, I don't qualify for 0% APR. And I have, like, an 800 credit score. Like, a 0% APR is for like, I don't even know who's eligible for that. That's,
From lack of sleep. Just like the men I
Like,
saw
that's-
tearing one another apart earlier.
they probably like offered to one person.
Better take them out before they take us down then.
Hold. But I agree.
Treading on the wrong god's
Purge
land.
them.
We will purge you of it.
It really seems like he's addressing you.
The madman.
750's pretty damn fine. That's a pretty good score. You should be able to get in the sub 3 range. And right, as long as you're not like on the hook up for it for 10 years, like if you can keep that under
It
72
really seemed
months
like someone was talking
at like
directly to you.
2.5%,
The artifact I'm
Depending
seeking
on how
does
much you're
cause
making,
strange
like,
things to occur.
it's not
But I should track it
not
more
necessarily a
easily now
bad
that the
deal.
fog is gone.
Do what you can to maintain a
As if
decent
a
credit
foreigner
score.
could
Like
search
that's something that
themselves.
I learned a little bit too late
Ready to
in my
commit
life.
to being my guy?
I also had my identity
I
stolen
didn't say that.
when I was
If I'm
younger,
going to help,
like when I was in
I need more
college.
information
My
about
credit score
what
got
exactly is this artifact
tanked.
you're seeking.
The less you know about it, the better.
I mean,
Better
you're going to end up
you
going in
me.
debt
You want me
in
to
some
trust you?
way.
No?
You might as well do it for something you actually, one, need, and two, will make you
The artifact
will
is
will
an
be worth it,
object
right?
of
That
great
you want
power.
to do. You're probably
here-
going to be able to avoid college debt
Old gods
to some degree
left on this island,
with your
it could wreak havoc
Disney program.
on the world.
Well, affected.
Why aren't we under whatever spell?
It is difficult to explain.
So,
Perhaps
taking
we are of a similar
on an auto loan,
strength.
especially if you take care of the car and you
This
can
artifact is
continue to
saying
use it
Loki
after
got
the
bored.
loan's
Serious.
over, like that's not a bad thing.
After all, man,
Yeah, if you're not taking on student debt, like,
Oh, exactly.
and you
I
don't
believe that
currently
to
have
me.
debt, like at some point you are going to take on debt. It is
Let's not
unavoidable
waste time.
in this world.
What's our
Just
next
don't take on
move?
more debt than you can
now that
actually
this fog is
afford,
gone, I should be,
to
I'm
pay
going
off,
to take another look around the church.
right? And make sure
See
that
what
you've
I've
got
learned of
savings
these foreign lands.
in the event that
Meet me
something
in Hopdale?
happens.
It'll take more than studying one
That's-
church to become the...
That is my Doc G adulting tips of the day. Live within your means. Like one of the things I always tell people, right? Because I am a college professor. Like, and the thing that I get asked a lot by people thinking about college is like, don't necessarily worry about the prestige of like what name is on your credential. Get a credential, get a degree, learn some skills, and get it for as low of a price as you possibly can. Don't run up a massive amount of debt to go to some super prestige school that in the long run probably isn't going to be all that beneficial for you. I mean, if it makes them happy, right? They can totally do that. Like, do what you want. Let your freak flag fly. And if your freak flag involves putting a Walking Dead wrap on a Camaro, well, good for you. Oh, all right. Now a vintage Camaro, like a 70s Camaro, that's more approaching on sacrilege. But I highly doubt someone would buy a vintage car and do something like that. Although, it's their property and their money. Like, you do you, babe. I disagree with your life choice. But just because we disagree with someone's life choice doesn't mean it's not their life choice and it's not valid. As long as they ain't hurting nobody. Like, as long as you ain't hurting nobody. Toppaffe. Toppta. Alright. Don vägen. Står vi. Till Targlan in the Irish. Sorry, I'm feeling Scottishy. Well, what did Dad say in this particular instance? Of course, I also come down on the Brian O'Connor side of the divide there. I prefer my imports, and I kind of like ridiculous imports. Like, I would totally buy a Skyline and do stuff to it. Or like there's a Toyota, I think it's like a Toyota Royale that they use for taxis in Hong Kong, or at least they used to when I was there. I would totally get one of those and just drive around like a baller there. Like, just, I would almost keep it in the Hong Kong taxi colors and everything. Put a screw wrap on a car like a Challenger or a Camaro, I'll murder you. I mean, modern ones, those, I don't really particularly have attachments to those. Classic ones, I mean, I wouldn't say that he has a point. I mean, he's still clearly a jerk about it. But like, my instincts are in the, like, my instincts are definitely in that direction for a classic one. Modern ones, I don't care. Do what you want with the modern ones. They're not anything special. Oh, nah. Trick those out how you want. Okay. I saw a skill earlier that I thought was interesting. It goes over on the bear side. Yeah, the more modern ones, I could give a crap. Power stroke. What's this? Nearest discard weapon, automatically throw it at an enemy in sight. Yeah, I can get behind that idea. I could go there. I'm gonna get there though. I'm gonna get there. We got here more stealth. I cannot acquire that. Cannot acquire that. How do I know if they're 2 points or 1 point? I don't know. I can acquire that one. Oh yeah, no, that'd be like what I would really like to do. Like if I had unlimited funds, I would like to make an electric, like 1970s Land Cruiser. Like that's what I would want. I don't know about learning to weld on YouTube. I think welding's one of those things that you do kind of need someone to teach you. Like when it comes to certain skills, like I do think that's one that you need a little bit more guidance with, because there is some extreme danger and also some particular skill elements needed. But there's a lot of stuff that you can just do from the internet. Like any of the kind of plumbing stuff that I need to do, although I ain't messing with the stuff in the wall. I ain't messing with that. We do need to call a plumber. Do need to call a plumber. Iron Brew Mines. Iron Brew. That's where they mine the iron brew. That's funny. What we got here? Dunvegan Village. Let's go back to Tobatha. I absolutely know what you mean, right? There's all sorts of skills you can learn from it. Just welding is like one of the like 3 things that I'd be like, I don't mess with that. Oh, absolutely pay plumbers. Like people ask me like, well, you know, because I first and foremost are like, go learn a skill. We got too many people that go to college and get degrees that are worthless. If it's got the word studies in it, it probably isn't really going to help you out. And that's coming from someone in that genre. I feel like political science is very close to that. I do have a degree in international studies. But I took mine in kind of an economics, politics way, so it's not quite as bad. But, like, learning skills, super important. Yeah, if it's a degree that's got the word studies in it, it's basically a pyramid scheme. You will not be acquiring useful skills for your life. Now, if you legitimately just want to go learn and answer questions about that and expand human knowledge, do it. But if you're doing it to get a, quote, good job, ain't gonna do it, chief. So I'd be like, why don't you go acquire skills? Like, go into the trades. The trades make a ton of money and provide value. Like, if I were capable of doing it all over again, I probably would not have gone to college and would have instead gone and gotten like accreditations in systems management. But either that or I'd become a chef, but that's a whole other issue. I prefer cooking as a hobby. But like sysadmin stuff, like I'd probably do a lot better in that. But I love what I do, right? And I do not regret what I do in any way, shape, or form. So I just wish that I had a school to fall back on if and when this whole thing like falls apart. And by this whole thing, I mean like academia. Because I can definitely see that going in a different way. Yeah, Disney apprentice programs definitely do that. Like, take advantage of what you can. Absolutely, 100%. Take advantage of whatever you can. If they're willing to offer it, you do it. You take it. Proximity effect. But don't burp right into the mic with proximity effect. A lot more trees on this version of Isle of Skye than I think they actually are in real life. Editorial apprenticeships. Now that does seem useful.
Cassandra is certainly odd.
She is a weirdo.
I can truly trust her.
She is a weirdo.
An eagle flew over the island before a plague killed us all.
I saw an eagle flying over the island too, but instead of
So watch out for
a
eagles, is what she's saying.
overtook us.
Editing is useful. Wish I had.
Took you
Like,
long enough.
Obviously, I just edit
I was
my own
beginning to
stuff
think all that
very
I said I would
simply,
come.
and,
So,
or often not at all.
great artifact
Like I've just been throwing VODs up,
Did you track
like,
it
just
down as
dumping
easily as
VODs.
you
But
said
one day
you
I'd like
would?
to go back
Not
and make
quite.
videos out
But
of it.
after studying this island,
I do
found
some
our next
light
step.
editing stuff
I'll lead you to it.
for my church, but
On to this next step.
YouTube
Spoken as if
growth
finding...
on YouTube would be useful.
I take it you've been hunting these artifacts
65.
for a long time now.
I make like 65.
Yes.
Hello there.
That's how I equip. Got burbs. Chat, should we buy burb? It's gorgeous. It's also all right. Yeah. So that kind of right. That's gonna eat any sorts of gains there.
I hope to see you again.
All right. California's cost of living is redonkulous.
I'll see you later, friend.
I honestly don't know if like California's cool. I like California, but like legit
Can I
living
tempt
there
you with?
would be kind of a yikes.
I must be on my way.
I mean, maybe. Where's my horsey? Where's my horse buddy? Oh, he's way over here. He decided to go to the stable. But why you do this?
Yes. Quite some time.
What
I
led
mean,
you to
yeah,
this?
because they know that you were
Strangely
trained
enough, a
in their
vacation
own
got-
like house style, the way that they want it done. I mean, hiring internally doesn't seem like the worst thing ever. Especially if they find ways to get you experience along with that.
Strangely enough, a vacation gone horribly wrong.
Yeah, Ivor is
Now
definitely
it has become a destiny of sorts.
she
What
brings
exactly are we
she
going
brings
to
trouble
do with
with
this
her.
artifact once we find it?
I will take it far away from this island for safekeeping. To a
Let's go
place
take
where
it to
no one
Atlantis.
can maliciously wield its power.
Power. So it's a weapon of some kind.
In the wrong hands, it is. The kind of weapon that should never be used.
A weapon that shouldn't be used. That sounds like a sentiment
Just
spoken by
don't
someone
even.
too weak to wield its power.
It might sound strange to
With a fatty gun.
you. Trust me. Its power is not to be taken. This is it. Somehow this stone formation will bring us closer to the artifact. I think it's a riddle of some kind.
Well, of course it is.
Since you're clearly an expert at playing with rocks,
Okay.
get to solving it then.
Gotta line it up. Guess I should do an investigate. The contours of the island with a commanding pulse with a commanding spirit. Weak with fasting and self-flagellation, I cannot find its source, but I am certain it is the spirit of the Nephilim. A certainty glows within my breast. It was they that authored the strange markings I came upon years ago. It is they that speak to me now. Though these are their words, let them burn in my soul. Born in mud and excrement, cleansed in cold waters, wrapped in the shroud of coming death, remember the pain and despair that lie within. Brendan of Clonfert. With Atlantean squiggles. Okay. We want to line it up. X is going to mark the spot. Oh, we gotta go up here. First day of training is from 7:45 to 3:45. Oh, you gotta do training all over again because you switch jobs. Well, here's how we sell merch. I can, alright, it's just not from there. Do I do it with the heel? Maybe I do it with my eagle, because I think I gotta be up to get him to line up. Yeah, DMX.
Show me what lies ahead.
DMX was he did pretty dang good. He is awaited in Valhalla. Or was awaited in Valhalla. Closer. Okay. Do these move around? No, they're giant stones. They don't move. Leaving the line. There's going to be one particular spot that I stand in. It's all going to come together. All right, see you in a bit, Blair. Solving romance. Okay, I bet that's gonna line up here. Too far away. Oh, they're on this side too. Okay. So I can line them up from over here. Almost there. Let's get close. There's a treasure over here. Does the stones repeat, maybe? Is there more than one way to skin this cat? Maybe up here? It's a puzzle. This is what we in the business would call a Googler. Maybe? Googler. Maybe I'll move this. It might be here. Move it over there. Oh, maybe that's how we do this. That doesn't move, but climb up here. There it is. Got it. The force.
There is a force here. Invisible.
There's nothing.
That's it?
There's information. X marks the spot.
It looks like the Isle of Skye, but there are several markings on it.
It's a map.
Could it?
I didn't feel the need to stick.
So, what are the mark?
There.
What are we waiting for?
X. Mark it. The spot. But as we know from Indiana Jones, X never marks the spot. Except for sometimes when it does. Skills. Now that's why it wouldn't let me acquire it. I tried to buy the wrong one. Oopsies.
So, do you just spend your days attacking strange
you know.
women in graveyards, or do you
But
have
mostly
other duties?
attacking
I
strange
take
women
care
in
of my
graveyards.
people.
That's
We have a settlement.
definitely a thing
Ravensthorpe.
that we do.
That must be nice. I've traveled alone for what feels like a lifetime now.
You speak as if. How old are you exactly?
Older than you'd
Get
think.
to the bus. You can get the bus
But
to
everyone
Disney.
tells me I
Oh,
have a young face.
that's not bad. Take that bus.
That's a very pretty bird flying above you.
Her name is Suna.
Icaros.
I had a bird once. A long time ago. An eagle named Icaros.
I prefer ravens. Eagles are too
Godly.
Eagles are little.
gaudy.
Once you get to Disney U, then you go to the Magic. I mean, that just makes it easy to get there. Alright, that'll allow you to save up to be able to get a decent payment on the car. If you can get there without too much difficulty in the early days. It's always good to be able to get to work. Skirt. Which went that way. Always good to be able to get to work. Unless you can work online, then it's good to be able to go online.
You're quiet. Not
Maybe a little
thinking
bit.
of throwing another axe at my head, are you?
No, I'm just not compelled
she's a
to
chatty
fill
Cathy.
silence like you are.
Good.
Learn better when in a... Yeah, right. So that's one of those things I keep going back and forth
Not
on.
sure I'm ready for a second.
Like, I think I can do
You kept
online
me on my
education pretty
toes
well,
as
but I
well.
don't... I also think that some people are just
Compliment?
incapable of doing it online. Right? They need the structure provided by a classroom in order to be able to benefit from education. So I definitely think there are benefits to in-person education. But some people are disciplined enough to do it online. Like, if I had my druthers, I would teach entirely online, but I also understand that doesn't work for everybody. No, that's one that I keep going back on. You'll grow irritated. You'll
nothing
you'll
here.
just not be able to
Stand right
focus. Like,
here.
I get it.
Why?
To be able to go up
Can't
and
you
ask
trust
questions.
me?
Now, I
Won't
do
you
think that there are
pretend to, so this goes
online online forums where you can ask questions, right? I think aside there's the one way that's like here, like I'm just going to lecture to Zoom, which sucks. Or I just pre-recorded some lectures for you, which also sucks. Then there's kind of the hybrid where, like, I teach on Discord,
How
so
did you know?
like there are no stupid questions
Lots
for
of
me.
practice.
Oh, ambush.
Another ambush! They must be drawn to the temple. They're very persistent.
But I totally get some people just can't do it.
Are they speaking your language? Little less talking, more fighting!
Yeah, I got this. Oh, Discord is so much better than Skype, and like infinitely better than Zoom. I always have like actual problems, technical issues anytime I try to do something on Zoom. It hates me. I hate it back. Yeah, right. For a class that's under like 25 people, Discord is absolutely the way to go. Right, so I like to do it. Like I like to run it through OBS, so it's not just me and the webcam. So I'll have
We
like
need to talk.
it ends up kind of
Those
being
people
like
that
this.
attacked
It's got
us, were they speaking your language?
me, although I'm usually
I
down
already told you.
in that corner.
The artifact has made them go mad.
The like the PowerPoint as the main
Cassandra.
content, and I keep the chat above me.
Eivor, when
So it's almost
are
like
you
my
going to
4x3
see that I'm
gaming
here to
setup.
help?
Discord is just it is.
Fine. We've
I'm not
come
gonna say
this
it's
far
perfectly
together.
designed. There are some things I wish I could change. Like I wish I could bump up. Like if I had Nitro, I could bump up the number of people that can be in a stream at any time. Like be in a voice chat, chat and have video on. Although, like having video off is great.
There's a chance that my arrival on the Isle of Skye might be what activated the artifact.
Okay, so there's some things I would like
But
to
it's
tweak
not
to
certain.
make it more education. I
Even
think
if
if
it's true,
I had an
it's all
option
the
to
more
like
reason for me to
disable the
No.
gamery stuff,
All the more reason for you
that'd
to
be
leave,
great.
So I can remove it myself.
But the fact that I can output
You've done
from
enough.
OBS as a
Can't
webcam,
trust you, Cassandra.
I can record my
No
lecture.
idea what
Actually, what I
you're
like to do is I like to record it.
You need my
I
help.
record the class while I'm doing it.
I know what I must
I like
do
to
for
stream
you.
it to YouTube
Those men
and
are
have it
after you.
on
It'll be even
Discord,
easier
right? So
for me
it
to
gives
continue by myself.
options.
Eivor, please. The powers of this artifact are unlike anything you've done.
That was how I was rolling
Nothing
during
is
the
too
pandemic.
powerful for me. Besides, I'm sure I'll make better use of this weapon than you.
Ah, fine.
We're gonna fight.
I've had enough of you anyway. You're imp. You're too brash, Eivor.
I still need to find all the shards before I can open
shards.
the door. Better get going.
I mean, there are definitely things that can increase engagement. There's absolutely things that can increase engagement with online education. I do think VR has potential, although the whole metaverse thing is come around a whole bunch. I think most educators are kind of stuck in their own particular bubbles. And I know I'm stuck in my own particular bubble as well. But I think mine is aimed at being more engaging. Like, I started the Twitch streaming to get use and right to learn how to interact with students live. And then, yeah, to make it better. Yeah, Minecraft education is a thing, right? There's other things like that as well. But I think institutions either bought into Zoom or Teams and just like, there's like, okay, that's all we're gonna do. Just do what you were doing, but on Zoom. Like, no, you gotta like adapt to the medium. Adapt your style. Like, oh my god, like people that will just lecture on Zoom and then force everyone to have their cameras on. Like, that's not how online interaction works. You're trying to replicate a classroom, and it's not. You have to recognize that it's not a classroom.
We should be cautious around here.
Where's this thing? Where we at? Where we at? Oh, there's homies. A lot of homies. Didn't realize there were this many homies here. Wait, R1, R1, R1.
Hey!
Oops, pushing the wrong buttons.
Trolls take you!
Oopsies. Is it there? You gotta adapt to your medium. What works in a classroom isn't gonna work online. So I actually used airgun, right? We had an airgun range at school as well. I was in ROTC back in high school. I don't have a problem with like actually teaching manual of arms, right? Because you learn like weapon safety and all of these things. Right? We live in a society where it is literally baked into our system. So you either have to change the Constitution, which isn't going to happen, at least not on that front, or you need to educate the population better about the use of arms and weapon safety. So, I typically come down on the side of, I think we should be, in some way, doing a better job on that. I mean, all right, so an air gun, like, I don't have a problem with learning the air guns, like, not at all. Like, I am not inherently against weapons. I'm pretty much pro Second Amendment for a variety of reasons. But I can understand why it freaks people out. But at the same time, like, it is literally baked into our DNA. Like, it literally baked into the DNA and of our nation. That's not going to change. Or if it changes, it's going to be very difficult to get it to change. Oh, is there a bell? There's a sabotage bell. So if we're going to have a Second Amendment, and that's right, we're going to have a gun culture, you actually have to have a culture of knowing firearm safety, operation. Like, you have to build that in. You have to educate that. And that's what the NRA used to be really good at doing. Now they're just, I don't really particularly care for the NRA. That's a whole other issue. There are other Second Amendment groups that I prefer. So if you're gonna have that, right? I think the Swiss have a decent model on that. Like you build it into, like, you know that it's part of your culture, and you actually go out of your way to make sure people are educated about it. You have to be deliberate with that. Yeah, I know. Grab it on side. Yeah, no, this game is definitely something. Welcome in, Dean. Temporally appropriate greetings, my most excellent friend. Yeah, this might be. This is definitely in the upper echelon of Assassin's Creed games for me. Black Flag is fantastic. That is truly not bad. Thank you for the follow there. I appreciate it. Welcome into the Big Brain Bunch. We have been playing through every Assassin's Creed game over the course of the last year, and this is one of the better ones. Although I think I'm always going to be a Black Flag person. Yeah, there's a whole lot about the political system that I mean, the vast majority of people do not fit in to the left-right spectrum, and yet we have been captured by it. And that's a whole other thing. As a political scientist, I get deep into it. But I don't know if I want to go down that path today. Like, we're stuck with it for now. We got to make changes. But there's also, like, structural things. Like Duverger's law, the way that we do our elections is going to give us two parties. And those two parties are supposed to be big tent parties. But because they're not able to discipline their bases, because we have, right, direct election of, right, direct primary selection of candidates, it's going to preference the crazies on the edges. It's going to drive polarization. And, like, I got like an hour and a half I can do on that. Because, well, it's literally a class period for me. Sorry. I am, in fact, at work. Wow, and I do have class at 11:30. So, but today is Space Politics Day, so I don't have to worry too much about that.
Hey now.
We get to do the stuff that I'm actually doing. Hey, Yuki, temporally appropriate greetings. Well, there's like the Civics 101, and then there's the way that things work in a practical sense. So, right. They also, like, they literally get to change the rules on how it works every time they come in. That's the first thing the Senate and the House do, is vote on their own internal rules. So it ends up being a mess. Doing all right, Yuki. Doing all right today. I'm going to go teach space politics today. It's a good day. Oh, there is civilian. We don't want to do that. Let's see. I am... How many hours am I into this? Dean. I am... We'll do a quick save. Just can't save. Doc's 80k special. What is Doc's 80k special? My hour and a half on the divisiveness of U.S. politics and how to fix things. No, yeah, you gotta pay extra for that. That's like my job. On the other hand, you could just go to YouTube and find it. Thought they were on HoloLens 3.0. I think I'm at like 25 hours in this game or so. 27. Something along those lines. Shards of gold to open the cave. It's supposed to be shard of gold here, right? It's down there. How do I get down there? Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. That's how we come down here. This is a very good Assassin's Creed game. At least in my opinion. For me, this is real good Assassin's Creed. Maybe not for everybody, but for me, this is my jam.
One of the shards I need to place on the pedestal.
Setting, good. Combat, good. Movement, good. I like it. Alright, where we go next? We go. What's the next one? Easier to get to. Excavation site. Done art trek. Over here. I mean, my other YouTube page, I do have a YouTube page that I use for class that has a lot of my lectures, like full course lectures for American politics, comparative politics, international relations, and international studies. Like, you can go and get my professional stuff. It is available for everybody, free and open. Now, to get the credential, you gotta take my classes. You gotta pay me. But I do teach at Nichols Online, nichols.edu/online. I have a American politics section opening up in about 4 weeks, about a month. We're gonna start. So we do have that. And then I'm teaching comparative politics online right now. In fact, they're doing an exam today. I need to go back and redo those lectures. I gotta re-record those lectures. They are old. They are me literally recording an audio file over a PowerPoint. They are scuffed as hell. It sounds like I'm recording on a potato. I gotta make them nice and slick. I gotta make them, you know, give them that good Doc G experience with the good audio and everything. What is my closest one? Oh, over here. That's what I get paid the big bucks for. You know, it shouldn't take 30 days to heal like a small cut, Yuki. I mean, maybe like 100% totally complete healed, like maybe, but like it should be relatively healed within 2-3 weeks. It's taking you that long to get healed, like it's not. There might be a problem there. You want to go consult the physician. I'm not that kind of doctor. Oh, look how fast my horse is at swimming. Glad I spent that money. You have a little wound that doesn't heal fast. That might be indicative of another issue. You might want to go consult your physician. Oh, horsey didn't want to swim the rest of this. Like wound healing, wounds taking a long time to heal. That's not good. I mean, I've got some stuff. I mean, I guess for it to be fully away and no scab or anything, a month might be right, but relatively healed should be a little bit faster than that. Unless you keep reopening it, like then that's a whole other issue. You pick at it. Don't pick at it. Oh, Yuki, we're doing the Cassandra crossover episode today. At least we started it. I got about another hour. I don't know if I'll have enough time to finish it. But we at least started it. Probably finish it Friday. Before we do some Persona 4. Maybe some Pokemon. Oh, okay, yeah. Then that does happen, right? If it's on your hand wounds, on the other hand, right? They get mostly healed, but then you keep messing with it because you wash your hands. As we should be washing our hands. Maybe bad companies should go out. Or if a person could fix it, like people hate Disney for their abuse of their employees. Don't vote with your wallet. Right, so not everyone can go and work for the company and try to fix it from the inside. So disciplining it from the outside and just not buying their stuff is kind of the way to do it. But I totally get your fix it from the inside, right? You do have the ability to do that. So work, try to fix the culture internally. But not everybody can do that. Right? I couldn't go work for Disney to try to change the culture internally. So if I had a major problem with Disney, which, I mean, I got some problems with Disney, but not enough that I'm going to boycott them. Well, right, it's not the difference that one person can make. You need a lot of people working together. There was one in here. Did I miss it? Is that an on? Not one that. Okay. Shards. Shouldn't it be here? Too late. My brother and I have made off with the gold piece of the mint you're so seeking. Chances are we reach the village to sell it. Better luck next time, suckers. Yeah, right. If you can work your way up in the company, that's a different story. Right. One person at the top can change company culture. That is just demonstrable. But you gotta get up there. Inverarish. In the village. Oi! Oi! What? What? Bruv.
Closer.
Deer do me a violence. Blake's doing a LurknWork, right? Blake has a big boy job. He must do his big boy job. Down, Eivor. Dune. We go Dune. So Blake's probably lurking. He dropped a lurk right at the beginning. So he's doing that work. Some of us have big boy jobs that require us to do big boy things all the time. Others of us have office hours for our students. We never come in. I think the number of time I've actually had students come into my office hours is measurable on one hand. Blake's always in the shadows, just like your boy Yuki. The door is barred.
The other side must be barred.
Just like Yuki, he's always in the shadows. Some of us have what we would call day jobs. What new Star Wars game? Eclipse? I'm probably gonna play Eclipse. Probably not Lego Star Wars. Lego Star Wars isn't really my thing. Can I not crouch? Can we just stand up? Eivor, can we stand up and do this? Do I just walk closer? Is this something I do from up close? Oh, I was looking at the wrong door. There's my problem. Do it from on top of the boat. No, Eclipse isn't a remake. Eclipse is a brand new game. There we go. Boom. I'm gonna have to leave home On the 19th by 5:50. I mean, that's about the time I leave, for being honest. Like, it's going to turn you into a morning person, Blair. Well, you got to catch the bus, you know? Collecting opals. Deep in the ground. Hiding bodies. Putting bodies in the ground. Yeah. Welcome to my life, Blair. I have to leave my house by 6:30 to get to work. 5:50 is a little bit earlier than that. Like, I probably could be out the door by 5:50. Oh, this morning I slept in.
Walking at a decent pace.
I slept until 5:57 this morning. Footprints going this way. And this way. All right. Tracking the body. I mean, buses are what they are. They get you where you're trying to go. Okay. Continue. More footprints. We got a ghost rabbit. More footprints. Oh, that's a burr right there. It's like an epic bear. It would be busty. That is a 100% doctor approved pun right there. But it is what it is. Like, you do what you gotta do to get to work. You know? Okay, we got footprints there. More ammo. Things to loot. Oh, Yuki paying his taxes. We appreciate taxation without representation. Where did you put the body? There? Oh, we're going for some hydrates. 4 hydrates. That's 4 solid hydrates. And, Blair, my answer to that question is, yep. That's a resounding yep. I mean, fair cop paying your taxes. But, yep. Said no, I would be a liar. Right. I mean, while generally I prefer a more athletic frame, you know, not giant honkers, I can also appreciate just a big old set of boobies. Alright, we got our second shard. Can appreciate. Alright, next shard. That word's funny. Shard. So my mom's getting in at midnight tonight from Cleveland. I'm probably going to see if my wife can go pick her up because I have to be up 5 hours later to go to work. Don't want to have to pull a 48-hour up skis. That would be bad. We would not be here for that. I mean, everybody lies a little bit. Warehouse. Let's go. Let's go, bud. Destination cannot be reached. Probably because it doesn't have a singular destination. One person tells only the truth, one person only lies. How do you find out what you need to accomplish? We ask him what the other one would say and do the opposite. I too have seen Labyrinth. I got a committee meeting this afternoon. We're looking to hire a new professor. So I got to do that committee meeting. Hopefully get them hired by the end of the semester. That would be ideal. And they're going to teach the stuff I don't want to do. Ooh, fairy pools. I legit want to go to these fairy pools. Like IRL. You lie in bed by yourself. Key. I'm guessing we gotta go behind the waterfall. We're just... Well, sometimes you gotta be proactive. There, you gotta go, you know, interested is interesting. You gotta put yourself out there. This woman is definitely up to no good.
Oh, yes. Could you please be a dear and wade into the fairy pool so I could...
Yeah, can we not? We're not gonna do that.
Since the nightmares started,
old lady.
They've even led me to one of their trips.
How would I buy it? Oh, I can't buy the shard. I don't have the charisma. Well, guess we're just gonna have to kill her.
If you want me to go swimming, you're going to have to make me.
That's no trouble at all, dear.
Oh, dang,
I'll help you
dang.
right
This
in.
woman, she ain't playing around. Would have preferred to just buy it off her, but I also don't have the charisma for that. We'll just near in the face. V trigger. Yeah, we'll take it. Get yourself a sugar mama. Oh, Pupper, don't do this. You don't want to do this, Pupper. You don't want to get engaged in this. Roll my eyes and shake the damn body. This one is... I'm done with that one. I'm about halfway between the two. And good Vikings don't burn other people's things. Don't steal other people's property. You're a deserter. You see, here's the thing. I'm not a good soldier. could put pig's blood on bullets and shoot as long as terrorists, you would. That's actually a war crime. In case you were wondering, that's actually considered a war crime. 960 that way, or 814 this way. Just in case you were wondering. Let's put it on auto drop. Pig is literally haram. It is against their religion, considered to be unclean. Same thing with Judaism. On the other hand, Christianity had this lovely thing happen called Acts 10:16. It was like, Peter, just eat the damn bacon. Also, you know, about going down to the Gentiles and saying, hey, we need to, like, jive with other people. This isn't supposed to be exclusive. It's inclusive. But a lot of people kind of miss that. So, yeah. Alright, let's scout this thing out. There's a key over here. Let's go.
old friend.
Sometimes we have poor relationships with our families. This is a thing that happens. Blair definitely seems to have drawn a short straw on that one. Oh, this person's about to get yeeted and defeated. Well, part of the plan of the getting a job would be to make it to where you don't have to deal with him anymore. For the blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb. Sometimes we just have to separate ourselves from our family. And that's okay. Like, this, you know, it's the way it is. Ooh, let's take this jabron down. Macbeth! I just like ganked Macbeth. Well, you might just have to settle for like being done with him, separating myself from him, cutting him off. The best revenge is a life well lived. Somebody wise once said that. You shake the haters off and live a good life. How loud he see me. Doesn't matter, you did it. There are two approaches to stealth. One reliant upon actually being stealthy. The other relies on leaving no witnesses. We know which one I prefer. Chat. Yeah, that sounds like a pretty toxic environment that one would do best to separate themselves from. Which is all part of the plan. Theoretically. What? Nani? Spirit of Leonidas. Yeah, it's in some ways connected to, like, Schrodinger, right? Quantum states of reality and collapsing quantum states down to... Right, that all things are possible until you collapse them down into actual reality. Is this a true spear, or is it a... I feel like there's a meme I just missed there. Blair. That's just like your opinion, man. Been rewatching Arrow. I bounced off of Arrow hard after the first season. It's just DC doesn't do it for me. It just doesn't do it for me. I've watched a little bit of Game and Film Theory, but another one of those, it's just not for me. We got. Where it is. Some things, like, just don't do it for me. And that's okay, that's why there's more than one thing. That's why there's more than one thing. I've actually watched more Food Theory than anything else. I like him in Food Theory. Right. Some game theory is okay. Some film theory is okay. Like, I'll watch it every now and then, but it's not really my jam. I mean, he's good at what he does. But I don't think he's inherent, right? Like, this is going to be one of those Doc sounds pretentious douchebaggy, but like, as someone who has a PhD in a theory adjacent thing, like, I'm not picking up anything new out of it. His formula is great. Like, I would totally jack his style, but it's not. Man, in some ways, I kind of do jack his style in class, but I'm not getting any. I'm not getting any knowledge out of it, and entertainment-wise, I find him a little annoying sometimes. So I kind of like him on the food side. But yeah, right, there are certain people that it's just gonna be perfect for. And I see why he's popular. I know that ended up being a Doc sounds like pretentious douchebag thing, but yeah, like, some people are gonna learn a lot from it, take a lot away from it, be perfect for it. Doesn't do it for me all the time. I mean, I will definitely watch it sometimes. Sometimes I think he's got some good ideas in there. Especially, like, storytelling, tropey stuff. I think he gets into that pretty well. Okay, it's down. Right, it says the shard's down there. I try not to be. I am actually, like, 1,000% less pretentious than I used to be. I used to be, like, a major pretentious douchebag. I leaned into it. No, I have mellowed deeply over about the last 10 to 15 years. It says it's down here, right? Where is that shard? mellowing out is always a good thing. Right? That's why we age wines and whiskeys, because we want them to mellow out, to take on new flavors and characteristics, but to round out the harsh edges. Used to be. I can imagine it being much worse, actually. Mellowing is a good thing. Right? Smoothing off the harsh edges, allowing for a little bit more wisdom, a little bit more acceptance in this world. We all could benefit from that. Okay, but other things we could benefit from. Finding the freaking thing. Wo ist meine chart? That's the variables. I got 3 of these. Need 2 more. I don't think it's up here in the village. I think it's down in this area. When I leave that little area, leave the exploration area, it goes back there. Alright. Good on Sophia. I am glad she had someone to help you grow up. Right? There are certain people in this life that I think help us grow up or adjust. The right person at the right time. I don't know if I've ever 100% had one of those. I know I've been that person. They are... People help us grow. I'm glad when we find them. I think everyone could benefit at some point from that. Where is the gold shard? Where is the edge of this exploration area? Where do I get out of it? Down here. Still okay. I'm still in it here. Been rewatching your detective anime. Or kills some scum and you think probably deserve to die at the same time. Murder is bad. No right answer. Right? I think the real problem there is that it is extrajudicial punishment. Right? Vigilantism. Right? Taking the law into your own hands is also a problem. Right? Justice can generally only be provided by society. Oh, is there goodies down here? Right. We have agreed that part of our social contract is that society as a whole is to provide justice. Right. We set up a system for the provision of justice as opposed to vigilantism. But sometimes you feel as if justice has been done outside this system. It's complicated. It's complex. Something that has been thought about for thousands of years. And die? Secret shoppers for the police and for the... Right, to check, right, how, right, checks on power and the use of power. Right. Oversight. Civilian oversight. Good thing. Here, maybe? Is that our homie? Got it. We might actually finish this today. Right. I think that those that I'm not going to say a majority, but there is a large percentage of people that go into law enforcement to be able to abuse power. Now that's a complicated one, Yuki. I don't know if I got a good answer to that. Is justice different for each individual? I think there certain things that we as a society can agree that are justice, and you can go with from there. But, you know, there might actually be a difference in justice there. But yeah, checks on power, brakes on the use of power. Always agree with that. I almost think that if you're getting to VR at that extent, Blair, right, that's going to require like a direct neural connection, right? I don't think there's really a headset solution there. You're going to essentially have to jack in for that, right? For that level of VR immersion. At that point, you start getting into Socrates, like allegory of the cave, and like questions of, are we already in a simulation, and how many layers down are we? I didn't know you could ask something that deep. No, Yuki, that's good. Growth and learning. We appreciate that around here. No, that's a really good question. Does each individual get justice in a different way? And I don't know. Think about. Oh yeah, no, I'm 100% transhumanist. I do think there are problems we need to think about with it, but I'm gonna get out of here because I'm in an area where I can't teleport from. Like, I don't necessarily have a problem with moving towards the ability to jack in, right, and directly neurally link and have brain-computer interfaces and stuff like that. I'm for it. But I also like meat space, right? Like, reality. Good place. So, gotta take care of our bodies. Now, mind uploading, I might be for that too. Deeper than your mom, Bazinga. Oh my god, I heard like the most vicious burn of all time here. The other day, my wife sent me a TikTok. It was someone like shit talking, playing video games against a girl. And they're like, well, how old are you? Like 35, right? He's like, I'm old enough that I can bang your dad and give him a child he actually likes. Oh, this. Oh, yeah, no, like, I heard that, and I died. I was like, oh my god, that is the most brutal burn I've ever heard in my entire life. Bang your dad and then give him a child he actually wants. I stopped everything I was doing and just, like, felt that. Like, I felt my spirit leave my body, Doctor Strange style, when I heard that. Huh. That was definitely a check yourself before you wreck yourself, dog, kind of moment. Oh, opals. President Skib. Resource Skib. Pray for a man after that. Like at the very end of it, you can just hear the reaction of the other people in the voice call. They're like, "Oh, son, you got served." Talk shit, get hit. Exactly. Snitches get stitches. And all those other honor culture-based sayings. Yeah, I was gonna say something that's probably TOS. Yeah. Hi-oh. Yeah, basically that, Yugi. It's like, oh. Damn, son, you just got killed. Skirt. What we got going on here? What we got going on here, huh? Got a cart. Just gotta put the wheel back on. But the wheel is broken. The wheel has been broken. Give me your opals instead. You're dead now. You killed him. Can only kill somebody so much. Stop. Stop it. It's already dead.
If they see me, this will get messy.
They just trust me. Just gonna murder everybody, or are we gonna do a sneaky peek style? I mean, stop. Stop. Oh, that homie. Get it. No, I don't want to mark you. I'll mark him. Can I not mark him? Apparently not. Apparently not. Alright, you do your lurk. You get you some lunch. I will check you later, Blair. Enjoy. I'm having too much fun with that thing being right there. Sorry. Going back to my fuzzy mic days. Oh no. I like how I just wrecked that dude, literally cut his leg off, and people are standing right by him like, eh. He was kind of a D-bag. Guess he had it coming. God, no, not him. Can I not? I don't think I can. I think that's the problem. He's a big, strong boy. He is also going to be a big, dead boy. Yeah, I know Stephen Amell does his own stunts. Not only does he do his own stunts, he is a professional wrestler. Well, somewhat professional. He's done professional wrestling matches. Worked several matches in WWE and one for AEW. He's a bit of an adrenaline junkie, if you know what I mean. Alright, let's see what we got. Oh, somebody see me. Is he now?
The Lord is my strength. Put an arrow in the dog.
I mean, I can see the argument pro and con for doing your own stunts. Like, I know it's going to make the... It's definitely going to be making the studio nervous, because insurance and things like that, and they don't want their stars to get hurt or killed. But on the other hand, like, there's a certain degree of verisimilitude to the thing. I always respect actors that do their own stunts. I don't know if it's a good idea necessarily, but I at least respect it. Like Tom Cruise, he's a crazy dude. But I certainly respect his and doing his own stunts. Yeet. Coming at me. Well, he's on fire, so it doesn't really matter. Treasure hoard map collected. Managed to take care of things. Round about these parts. Let's see if we can't get that last shard. I do like that they are actually speaking Old English, but they should either be speaking a Viking dialect or Gallic. We want real Ubisoft vermicilitude here. Wrecked. All the guards are dead. 'Cause that's what we do. Let's shed a little light on the subject. Got something behind the damaged wall, but are missing the explosive during it. We need explosives. Luckily, we know where explosives are. Since all those dudes are ex-guards at this point. Where did that cart go? There's a cart back there. Can I fix the cart? Is there a repair job I can do here? Nope, just gotta carry it. Bob Chapek is known for cheap cutting. Yeah, I don't know if he is necessarily the best new CEO, but it's what you got. Speaking of company cultures, I don't know if he's the Bob for you. We'll see how that plays out. Alright, later, Blair. Do your thing. Okay, speaking of doing things, the things we're going to do involve explosives. Boom. Boom goes the dynamite. In this case, it's just oil. Got it.
That's all the shards. Time to unlock the temple.
I need the temple outside of Hongladder. So I made hummus fateh for lunch, right? So it's chickpeas and yogurt and tahini. Normally you make it with pita or pita chips, like I did on stream when we did Middle East Feast. But today, I made it with Fritos. We're going to see how that played out. Hopefully, it was a winner because I didn't have pita chips, so I'm looking forward to that for lunch. Got a little bit of eggplant, tomato, oniony thing. I had some vegetable on the side. Actually, thus far today, I believe I've eaten vegan. Need some meat later. A lot of veggies too. Yep. We got what, 2? That was a 2? How was that a 2? How do I know when they're 2? When it takes 2 skill points to do something versus 1? Like, there's nothing that marks that. That bugs me. What we got here? That grinds my gears. Who sees me now? Oh, wait, did they respawn here? They respawn here. Pretty sure I took everything there. Alright. To the Cave of Gold. Guess we end up having to fight Cassandra or something. But maybe we get to do something else that starts with an F. Cassandra. Where's the entrance? I don't know where the entrance to the Cave of Gold was. Somewhere around about these parts. Don't remember where the entrance to the cave was. Back here. Yeah, had to be back here. Give me these goods. Give me the goodies. Can't possibly imagine there's not a boss fight involved in this. You know? Shards acquired. Who would have thought Isle of Skye could have all this stuff here?
Who could have known this was on the Isle of Skye?
Who would have thunk it? Gib. Who knows, maybe with our opals we can actually do something cool. Not snack. I thought there was snack. But not snack. Oh, platforming. We get over there somehow. Which involves swimming, maybe? I don't know, that's a lot of cars. Wow, one of my friends is a internationally, globally recognized expert on karst formation in caves. He's the head of the International Karsts Association, right? Karst Geology Association. Oh, this is gonna be a puzzle. I How? How are there all these people in here? That doesn't make no sense. Put it over here. Let's go here. Where does it go? Wrecked.
Hey, what?
Boss fight. It's moving. Smash. That dude got squished.
Oh, then take you.
Right. Anyone else? Does anyone else want to do this? Yes, she does. V-trigger! Sometimes you just have to perpetrate the violence. That's what Assassin's Creed's all about. I wonder why this isn't updating. I had 411 files. I don't know why that's not updating. Oh, someone trying to eat at me. Catch it. Cassandra saved our lives.
Look alive. There are more coming.
Yeah, that's what we're good at doing.
I had this under control.
Under control.
I mean,
Looks
it's
like you
fine.
were about to
I've got.
skewered.
Defend myself. You didn't need to
I
come.
did
Admit
miss you,
it.
girl. You.
You missed.
Let me rephrase that. You shouldn't have come.
I know my presence makes things complicated.
Did I just V-trigger that dude in midair? Uh-oh.
I know.
Am I?
Can we talk about
Oh my
this
god,
once
what
we're
happened?
dead?
Did I glitch this? Y'all, the camera's stuck. I'm stuck in the wall. I died. Just that's fine. It gets me unstuck. Let's see where the last save was. Hopefully it was after that last fight. That would be ideal. I got stuck in the wall. Oopsies. Alright.
I had this under control.
Under control. Looks like you were about to get skewered.
I can defend myself.
Decent.
You didn't
So I think the
Admit
side's
it.
pretty good at crowd
You
control.
missed me.
rephrase that. You shouldn't have come.
I know my presence makes things complicated.
These people are attacking me because of you.
I know.
We talk it out.
Can we
Just
talk
want to have a
about
little girls chat.
once they're
That's
dead?
all.
I should have been honest about my presence activating the artifact.
Alright, we got a bounce light.
Sorry. I should have been honest about it.
Gotta bounce the lights. It's a puzzle.
I should have been honest
Yes,
about
yes,
my
you should have
presence
been,
activating
Cassandra.
the artifact. Sorry. And I know me being here makes reaching the artifact harder.
Harder. No one would be trying to kill me if you weren't here right now.
I know. But trust me.
Can I
You
move it?
will need my help once we reach the artifact.
Can't move that.
These people are nothing compared to its power.
I'm not getting rid of you, am I?
Don't worry. I'll grow on you. I've seen mechanisms like this before. I'll get the light working. You direct the beams to those
Okay,
plates
you do your
near
thing,
the door.
Cassandra. I'll do our thing. We'll make this puzzle work.
So I can move these, I see.
directions. Okay, is it not actually going? It's not actually going to it. No. Parkour. There we go. Now we're cooking. Now we're cooking with grease.
One down.
Okay, that's one.
One to go.
Where's the other one? There's a zippity zap going this way. We just need to redirect. Just need to redirect that one, don't we? Get up here. Nope. Alright, move this. This way direction. Go up here. That wasn't 100% what I was trying to do, but I'll take it. Where does this one get aimed to? Right there. It goes right there. Except I think we're gonna aim it there. This one's gonna move. Okay. Alright, I see it. I see it. I see it, Chad. Shoot it there. Whammy. And then we go from one whammy to the other whammy. Which is this way direction. Boom.
Finally, we get the door open.
Finally.
Jesus, Cassandra, cause problems.
They're just
Those
Greek
pots
stuff.
and
It
weapons
is
are
Greek
so
stuff.
strange.
They're from my land.
What are they doing here?
It's an illusion caused
am I
by the
walking so
artifact.
And you being near it. That mask looks unique.
I've torn many of those masks from the faces of cultists. Even knowing they're illusions,
They're not called tricks,
see all
Michael.
these
They're
things
called
from
illusions.
my home. I don't have a home. Not anymore.
Hanging out with our friend Cassie today. He's Icaros. We miss Icaros. He was our homie. Gotta protect the homies. I love the homies.
That can't be baby.
Alright, let's go get that artifact. Then we'll give it to Cassandra and she can go and hide it and yeah, yada yada yada. Because this wasn't built into the original game. Obviously. Then another Apple of Eden. There's a lot of grunting going on here. Ooh. Do I know Kung Fu now?
All that trouble for this.
I don't even want it anymore. You take it.
You keep it.
All right. Hey, we finished the Isle of Skye stuff. Not bad. That was a nice little 2.5-hour jaunt. A little over 2-hour jaunt. It's like the perfect amount of time for DLC, unlike the Atlantis DLC.
We make a good team.
We do make a good team.
You're not slow.
Yeah, it does.
That must get lonely.
It does, from time to time. But it's the path I'm meant to.
I walk a lonely
Anyway.
road.
I should get going. It's not good for me to stay in one.
Let's go get a drink,
Wait.
baby.
The Norse.
I don't know about that. It's not.
If everyone drinks enough, no one will ever.
All right.
Hopefully you're ahead tomorrow morning if we have a great time.
Yeah.
Meet you.
See you
Time
there.
to party. Party. Yeah. There's one we look for. Yeah, this one. Grit. Yeah, we'll work with grit. We like grit. We like being gritty. What's this up here? Ooh, that one's pretty cool too. If I work in there, we can work for both of them. I like it. One last sleepless night with Cassandra before she goes back to wherever she's going to. Guessing that was a snake. It was a snake. Ah, this is dark. Always with the snakes. Always with the snakes. I can't actually see there being a lot of snakes in the Isle of Skye. I mean, that doesn't check out. It's kind of cold and dank. Damp. Just don't see that really working out well for the snakes. Yoink, I'll take that. Okay, that's. I need a torch. I can't see anything. Treasure. There go, Cassie. I mean, Eivor. This one's Eivor. It's confusing, Chad. Cassie showed up too. Must be down here. Really? They're gonna do it? It's hiding behind that wall. It's hiding behind a wall that needs to explode. Is there an explodey up here? Aha! Actually, there is. Actually, there are exploding jars up there. What do you know? Sometimes there are. Yeet. Nickel ingots. Things out of chest holes. fine. Is it like orichalcum or something? No, just iron. I do like that they are showering me in opals. That I like. Let's wrap this bad boy up. We like to party. We like to party. It's about to happen. SSD would just be clutch here. Alright, where's our last quest? Give me one last quest. Oh, give me one last quest. It never felt like this. It never felt like this. Oh, whoa. Give me one last quest. I was in Bye Bye Birdie when I was in high. Oh, I was in lower school, I think. Middle school, something like that. Stuck with me. Hey, girl. It's like, what's up, girl? How you doing? How are things? Yes, I.
There you are. Ready for that drink? Let's head inside. What is it?
There are
Well, let's just get you hammered.
A lot of people.
I'll watch out for you, girl.
It's not as though you're going in.
We drink, we fight. We have a good time. All right. You just sit down.
Okay.
He wanted to dance. He just wants to dance. Put on the Whitney Houston. He wants to dance with somebody.
Well, I'm ready for a drink. What about you?
Let's get hammered. Can't be any worse than Marcos.
Try meat.
Welcome back, Blair. We're getting hammered with Cassandra. Drink, pledge, drink. We're doing a drink, pledge, drink. That mead stuff. Strong booze. Strong hooch. It's like a fishing mini game, but with booze. Save it. Do companies allowed to pay something like 600? What? What do you mean? Like down payment? Companies allowed to pay like something like $6,000 on it. So like, you pay $6,000 down, and then on a lease. Like, leases are more like a rental, I think. I don't know. I've never leased a car. Right? I've done down payment, right? Like, I've purchased cars because I drive the hell out of them. I've never done a lease, so I don't know how leases work. That's more of a per question.
You
Like a
can
monthly
really
payment.
hold your mead. Now, if we had been
So
drinking
right, there's two ways
wine,
of doing
I
it. Like a
would've won.
lease means you don't actually own the car, right? You're essentially renting it from them, and after the
Not
term
if
of the
it's
lease
from
is up,
Marcos's
you give the car
vineyard.
back, and you can either roll it over onto a new lease
Paint from a
or
vase.
something different.
Marcos. Who's Marcos?
Oh, if you're buying a car, right, then it's a
An old
loan,
friend,
right? You're just taking out a
Nate.
loan for the car. So you put like 6,000 down. Like when I bought my car, I put like I put 15,000 down, which is a little more than half the car.
You really are drunk. Now you're just spouting nonsense.
Yeah. So your car loan. Yeah, so you, like 6,000 down wouldn't be ridiculous. Like that's pretty doable. And it really just comes down to how much you want to finance versus how much down you want to put, how long you want to take the terms of your loan, what kind of interest you can get. What I would recommend is get your financing in line before you walk into the dealership, right? Try to get a separate loan from somebody else so that you don't have to deal with their pressure, and then you've got something that they have to beat. Right?
Come, let's join in their
Do your
revelry.
comparison shopping beforehand. Yeah, that's like go to your credit union, see what kind of terms they offer you, because they'll give you they'll tell you what you can get, and you don't have to take it. But if you have that like letter of approval before you walk in,
And our wedding.
right, that's going to make it a lot easier for you to negotiate.
I did a little more than she did. But yes,
We would love it if you both.
But your exploits
3.5 is a
I could be up
little
for
on the
that.
high side, but
all
not
right.
super terrible.
But if we're going to do this together,
What do you suggest?
Ah,
a flighting competition.
epic rap battle of history.
Stop boasting and prove this.
My day began. An axe thrown at my head, intending to slay. There's
Five
the
was
Eivor,
real high, right?
hot-headed and brash.
And there's Cassandra, looking like an ass.
And there stood
Hey.
Cassandra, looking like an ass.
No, I'm a little drunk. All right, you gotta do
Too
better.
quick on her feet.
Is she? It took an ambush or for Eivor to see that but somehow I've melted.
I'm not doing very well in this flight.
And despite her transgressions, I'll
I'm
give
just
her a fresh
whiffing real
start.
hard. I really thought this would be better. Lifting. Left the
Eivor did the heavy lifting.
Why?
Left the
We-
tracking job to I. In the end, we triumphed, chasing the nightmares far from Sky.
Historic day.
To the bride and groom.
If your love survives this, nothing stands in your way.
If your love survived this, nothing.
Hey, we
stands
brought it
in
around.
your way.
We brought it around. We saved it. We saved it. We didn't do great. We saved it.
That was certainly something.
We'll leave it to the skulls.
Maybe you two should stick to saving the.
2.24. That's about right.
It's been a while since I've...
How did it feel? It was
Well,
nothing.
I know how I was
No.
from the Jilted X lover.
More than I'm...
Rabbit. Now we'll get them.
What do you say we make that...
Don't you mean that?
Tomo Bedlam. Damn. Whoa, these jabrones, they ain't playing around. Oh, with the drop kick. Oi. Oh, you're farting at me, y'all. It's gross. Yeah. Yay, we saved the wedding.
You saved my wedding.
Yeah, you want to
Saved it twice.
the lowest
All in
APR
a
you
day's
can
work.
get. But also don't make sure you're dragging out for too long of a term. Right? You don't want to be paying off a car note like 6 years later. The car might not even be functional 6 years later.
Edith, did you come for the
I
wedding?
couldn't miss it. My cousin is the bride. Clearly, you were able to help my people. Otherwise...
I can't take all...
True. Valka put you on this path after...
No.
Bye, Cassandra.
Ah, well,
Miss you.
even Valka makes...
Miss you, boo. It's not your fault your game was overly crowded, and then I'm not super into the Greek setting. It's not your fault. Ugh, waking up, passed out in the pigs. It was a good night. Too bad I don't really remember much. I was remembered. Alright. And... Isle of Sky, arc complete. Did that not give me a level up? Quarterly payment. I would do what you could to make it as regular of a payment as possible, right? A quarterly payment, that's going to be a much bigger chunk. Monthly would probably be easier to bear. Okay. I think that... Oh, this guy is done. Let's head back to England. And that's going to wrap us up. We managed to complete the bonus quest. We hung out with Cassandra today. It was a good day. It was, in fact, a good day. Let's see, however, if we can let's find a friend. See if we can find someone who is online and streaming. Any of our friends on? Doesn't really look like it, and I gotta run, so I can't think too much about it. So I think I'm probably just gonna wrap it up today. I will be back on Friday as always. I hope you're having a great day. Hope you're all excellent to each other, and I will check y'all on Friday. Get a challenger. Gonna be owning a person. You might as well get a fun car. All right, see you later, Blair. Everyone else, see you later. Thank you so much for the new follows today. By the way, DeanFX, greatly appreciate it. We're actually at 411 as opposed to anything else. I'll see y'all later. Have a good one. Bye-bye.